We have anger issues already in the chat. We are live from the draft round 2, round 3. So we got some anger issues going on here. I am your host, Pensman Sports. My person with me is Southern Fried Gentleman. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. I have
Got,
some anger issues also.
yeah, we got some anger here. Holy cow!
The
I just
Nightbot,
start.
man,
We just
already.
started the stream. We just started the stream, and we got some anger issues.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I don't blame Nightbot, but you can't wake him up, Cyber, man. You gotta. Sometimes the haters aren't meant to be heard from.
Just keep it down.
Yeah,
Just keep them sleeping. Just keep them sleeping. It's just like a
yeah,
little kid. Just keep them sleeping.
yeah, thank goodness. Man, I've had a sick one this past week. And then, like I said, yeah, I've got anger issues, y'all. This Carolina Panthers pick.
I understand you're excited, but
uh,
just keep Nightbot down. Just keep them sleeping.
Well, they're not going to keep us sleeping tonight, Pensman. Not a bit. Not a bit. Will we
I'm
be sleeping?
I'm a huge Steelers fan. If you guys don't know me, and we are at pick 71. The Saints are about ready to pick. If you have not seen this last stream, I just did a round 2, and went well. I had 27 viewers on that chat. So come on over. So I'm glad that that went well. So here's round 3. We are going to see what's wrong with JD, see why is wrong with him, why the heck he can't keep on fire up on Thursday night. So we are doing that. It's a travesty about Sanders has gotten drafted. We'll see what
He's ta-
happens.
he's
We'll
talking
see what
about
happens.
Rocket. He's talking about Rocket Sanders. He's not talking about Shadur.
Rocket Sanders.
He's talking
There is
about
a there
yeah.
is
He's
a
talking about my
there
Gamecock running back. It's a
there
travesty
is.
that he hasn't been drafted yet.
That's true. He hasn't been drafted either.
But yeah, if you mean Shadur, yeah, I don't know if I'd call it a travesty.
Vernon Broughton just got drafted. These weird names, man. Me and JD were talking about this. So there is
Yeah.
a Sanders that was picked by Buffalo at 41. That I don't know if that's the one you're talking about, but
No, he's talking about Shadur, and I'm talking about Rocket Sanders, my
yeah, no,
Gamecock guy.
yeah,
But
no.
this name though here, Broughton, it's Broughton, and you want me to tell you what that means? The smoke has been brought in. That to me, I'd draft a player with that last name if that's how
Heck
you
yeah,
pronounce it.
yeah. We'll find out.
But we just talked about Brough, Broughton. How would you
Southern needs
pronounce
new
that?
Wi-Fi. Southern needs new Wi-Fi.
Apparently, I don't need new Wi-Fi.
Hmm. The
Can
pick
you
is
hear me
in.
okay? If you
Everything's
can
good.
hear me okay right now, I don't think it's my Wi-Fi because it's the same Wi-Fi I've been using. I think
Here
there's
comes the
other
Buffalo at
issues.
72. Are you happy with your pick that you got earlier tonight?
Um, yes, but before I go into that,
Keep
we
going.
were
Hold
just
on.
we were talking about the names.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So we just talked about Brough. How would you pronounce that? You would pronounce it like brow, right?
That's what I would do.
Okay. And so you've got the name you mentioned a minute ago,
Broughton.
Tyler. No,
Yeah.
Tyler Shuck
Oh
from
yeah.
Louisville,
Yeah, him.
but it is spelled Shough as well.
Right.
Where is the C and the K in that name to make it Shuck, like corn?
That's what threw me off of my last stream.
Everybody's been calling him Tyler Shuck, so I guess that's how you pronounce it.
I was calling him like dough.
I was I was calling him Shao.
That's close to what I was saying. I was calling him Tyler Show, or like the dough.
Right. Like,
Some
just
you're,
make
you're
these names
wrong.
make
I
sense.
don't know what his name is.
I've never heard of him before. I don't know what his name is. As we look at all these other players getting drafted right now. But no, so I was happy that the Panthers did decide to draft an edge player with their, I don't know, they traded up from 57 to 51.
I think so.
What just we all wanted you to go defense in the first round at pick number 8.
Right. Keep it clean, Cyber. Keep it clean, Cyber. No, don't do that, Cyber. Told you. You woke the kid up.
What are you even talking about? Like, that has
Keep it
nothing to do with me and Pensman, man. We're talking about NFL draft. So
keep it
I
keep it
don't know
keep
what
it
any of
clean,
that
Cyber.
even
Keep
means.
it clean.
Anyways, what I wanted
I
the Panthers to do was trade back from 8 to 13 or 14, or heck, we saw the Falcons get Jalen Walker at 15, an edge rusher, and they drafted back into the first round to get Pierce Jr. from Tennessee, another edge rusher. Meanwhile, the Panthers, they drafted a wide receiver for the 4th time in 5 years in the first round or second round. And none of them have worked out. The definition of being crazy is to do the same thing over and over and over and over again with the same result.
You could be a Saints fan.
They've won a Super Bowl more recently than the Panthers have.
That's true.
The Panthers ain't never won one. And it doesn't look like they're getting any closer. How about the keep pounding motto, y'all? The whole motto for the Carolina Panthers is keep pounding. What does keep pounding, like, what does that even mean when you keep drafting wide receiver after wide receiver after wide receiver? Shouldn't you just change it to keep throwing at this point?
Right.
Like, and we need a defense. The
And
Ravens.
You got that Nick guy. And nobody answered my question last stream, but did Justin Tucker get released?
I don't know if he did.
Because it showed on the Baltimore Ravens they need a kicker. It actually showed needs, and it had Baltimore Ravens, and it had K for kicker. So I don't know if Justin Tucker got kicked because of this, because of what he did in the end of the season.
Yeah, Cyber Ruski. You remember. That was a funny episode. JD was cooking that night, as a matter of fact, which I always do on Southern Fried Sports. I'll cook up anybody, which I was looking to do that a minute ago. I wanted to cook the Lakers a little bit, but their game hasn't started yet. Orlando is leading Boston by 2 points with 17.8 seconds. Yep, 17.8 seconds to go.
No, I've been busy, so I haven't.
Yeah, I know. I just decided to flip it over.
Man, Yankees are losing 4-2 against the Blue Jays. That stinks.
I haven't checked on the Braves.
They probably losing.
Cyber.
They probably have 19 strikeouts again.
Right. Cyber dinner tonight, my friend.
0-0.
Beef
0-0.
stroganoff on the Braves. 0-0.
Just started.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. God, they're on the road again.
Yeah, Arizona.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go ahead and call this one a loss. 10-15. As a matter of fact, I don't have the Braves going over 500 the rest of the year. I don't think they'll ever get back over 500.
Cyber, I had a cheesesteak for dinner, so
Oh man.
Got you
Well, you
good
want,
intervals.
well, funny you say that because so I knew I had a beef stroganoff kit at home, but I did see a Velveeta cheesesteak Philly cheesesteak kit at the store. You know, like the little, like the hamburger helper, but it was the Velveeta one, and it was Philly
Good.
cheesesteak, and I was like,
And
man, I was
good.
like,
Washington Capitals are
oh,
about ready to lose, so that's good.
I was so about to get that Philly cheesesteak cooking kit from the store earlier.
You shoulda.
I know. I kind of regret that decision.
Washington Capitals are about ready to lose.
So Jalen Milroe, Shador
Anybody
Sanders,
happy about
man, when are those guys going to go? And is anybody happy about what, Pensman?
anybody have any predictions of your team, not JD's team, but anybody's team out there in the NFL? If you have a team, anybody have any predictions of your team? And are you happy about the draft so far going into round three? Round three just started. So, and I think the Giants are winning the draft so far.
Giants have done a good job. I was so
They got
shocked.
Carter, they got Jackson Dart.
I know. I was so shocked they traded back into the first, though. And
I'm
Dart
not.
was the pick.
I'm not. They have so many draft. They have so many
I'm not shocked that
drafts.
they traded back in. I'm shocked that Dart was the pick when they did.
Do you see the guys see the fight on the bench from the Caps? No, I did not. I've been streaming for the last 2 hours now. Pat Bryant is gone. He went to the Denver Broncos. We're at pick 75 now, and Shador is still sitting in the waiting room or at his house, wherever he's at, pacing back and forth, wondering why he hasn't been picked. And he was crying last night. I didn't get picked in the first round.
Yeah, well, funny enough, he said he was going to punish all 32 teams for that.
Well, if you, I don't know. We'll see.
Hey, one of the 32 got to draft you. So there's one team you're rooting for there, buddy. You might want to
Oh no.
you might want to figure out how to word that one a little bit better. Because there's no way you can make all 32 unless you want to be Colin Kaepernick. Still trying to come back into the league 9 years later.
We might have Kaepernick 2.0 in our hands right here. Capitals about ready to lose. No, I did not see the fight. I'll probably go back and see the highlight of that though.
Yeah, we'll have to look up
round 3, 75 picks coming up. The Pittsburgh Steelers are coming up very shortly, and then we'll see who they pick.
Shador.
We'll see. But the team that he drafts, what is he going to do to destroy them? That's what I'm wondering.
I'm so I just cannot believe. And the other funny thing about it was, have you seen Deion Sanders' tweet that's resurfaced?
Mm-mm.
So about a year ago, somebody commented to him and said something about, golly, I don't even remember what it was now. I have to look it up.
You got time. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll look up exactly what was said. But the gist of it was,
just want to let everybody know why you're looking that up. Nick Martin just got picked by the 49ers at pick 75. Dallas is on the clock now. Linebacker from Nick Martin from Oklahoma State.
Nice. There's been some guys that have shocked me being drafted as early as they have. Okay. Right. All right. So I got the tweet.
Okay.
Someone tweeted at Deion Sanders and said, "Tell your son to stop acting like he the coldest out there and then put up a 4-8 season. and Coach Prime said, he will be a top 5 pick. Where is your son going? Laugh out loud, laugh out loud, laugh out loud. I got plenty of time today. Laugh out
top,
loud.
top 5, and we're in 76 now. Top 5 pick, and we're sitting at 76 right now.
Yeah. Talk about old takes exposed. I mean, don't you just love it though when people keep receipts like that sometimes?
Oh yeah.
That is as petty as it gets. But from a year ago,
Chavion Reveal Jr. Reveal.
dude, where is he gonna go? At this point, seriously, where is Shador Sanders gonna go? Anybody? Y'all tell me. I want where?
That's pass interference. Looking at highlights of Siobhan Reveal Jr. Rebel
Yeah.
Jr. That was a
Rebel.
clean. That's a clean pick.
I've got 2 problems with the highlights. One
Holding.
is exactly what you just said.
Holding and pass interference.
They all the offensive lineman they showed yesterday. I was like, oh yeah, there's a hold. There's a hold.
Yep.
The cornerback.
Yeah, your Panthers are on the clock.
Showed, oh yeah. I was like,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I was like, yep, that's a hold. That's
Jerry's happy.
I just don't understand the highlights they choose. And then my second issue with the highlights is they always find a way to make the Gamecocks look the most terrible that they possibly can with the highlights. Like, if there's a player that gets drafted early on, the Gamecocks, if he played that team or our team, he'll be in those highlights without question. The Gamecocks, they always find their way on the bad receiving end of the highlights.
You just got an edge from Ole Miss.
I would have preferred Kyle Kennard. I don't trust anybody coming out of Ole Miss. Oh yeah, try to pronounce that last name. Princely.
Sorry, Eli Manning. If you come across this, he didn't mean it.
Okay, I don't even know how to pronounce that. UMANMIELEN. I'm gonna give it a good college try. Uma Liamiana.
I'm not even trying.
That is. I mean, I can pronounce Iama Liala or DJ Uyungale, but that's a hard last name. I'm so over these last names already.
Arizona's on the clock at 78, so Pittsburgh's coming up very momentarily.
When is Pittsburgh back up?
83. And the picks. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
You see what I mean about earlier? Yeah.
They're flying.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, as soon as they're on the clock, they're like, okay.
Yeah. They haven't even announced that Panthers pick, but the Cardinals pick is already in.
So you think Dallas will be better this year?
Nope. I do have a good joke about Dallas.
Go ahead.
So my son's go-kart, it stopped working. Couldn't figure out what was wrong with it, man. Tried to fix it, wouldn't crank. And finally somebody said, hey, why don't you try putting a Dallas Cowboys sticker on the choke? Man, I put that Dallas Cowboys sticker on the choke switch. That go-kart's been running great ever since.
Oh, man. That's not good.
Not if you're a Cowboys fan.
Yeah. I don't know any Cowboys fans around. I don't know if I have any Cowboys subscribers or not.
They are way more prominent in South Carolina than you think they would be. I mean,
surprising.
the Panthers stadium sells out if the Cowboys come and play there,
And if, in case you
and it's all
didn't know,
Cowboys.
in case you didn't know, the Panthers are not allowed to have anybody in the training facility and training camp for 2 years at least.
Well, they should have just built the practice facility in Rock Hill that they started 3 years ago. Thanks, Dave Tepper.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so over the Panthers. I'm over Dave Tepper as an owner. I think I'm already over Dan Morgan as a GM. The
Is there
only
any
person I'm not over is Dave Canales.
is there any colleges near the stadium that they can go to? Because Pittsburgh goes to a college and trains.
They used to come to Wofford University right down the road from me
Right.
every year for preseason.
Okay.
But they've severed all ties with the state of South Carolina.
Because that's where that's where the Steelers go. They go 60 miles west of where they go at St. Vincent College.
Yeah. No, yeah, the Panthers, they've done that for years. Years they came down to Wofford. And then all of a sudden, the practice facility fell through in Rock Hill. And then they cut off Wofford. And yeah, I mean, I've even said this. Can we just stop calling them the Carolina Panthers? They're the North Carolina Panthers.
There you go.
They want to sever all ties with South Carolina. Just go be the North Carolina Panthers. Won't bother me a bit. I mean, I root for the Braves. They're from Georgia. That's the weird thing too about South Carolina. We have no professional sports here, really. Like
You can
not major.
you can root for the Falcons.
No.
Blue Jays defeated the New York Yankees 4-2.
Oof. That's all right. The Braves will lose later.
And the Cubs defeated the Phillies 4-0.
Aaron Judge is on a tear, though.
Yeah, he is.
Batting over 400.
Jordan Birch at the edge just got signed with them. So they got Cardinals got 2 defensive players and 2 picks.
They pulled a Falcons, but much later.
They got Will Johnson last pick, and they got Jordan Birch this pick. So the Cardinals are trying to tighten their defense up.
As they should. I mean, they got Kyler Murray and the rookie Harrison Jr. from last year.
I knew it was going to happen, but Kyler Murray was a potential trade for the Steelers. But I knew that was going to happen.
I think y'all's best bet now is.
Hey Jay, how you doing, buddy? Jay's here.
What's up, Jay?
What's going on, bro? Jay, I haven't talked to you in a long time. How's the kid doing? Why hasn't Sanders picked? We're thinking it's his attitude in his interviews. That's what I'm thinking.
I'm not even down with the whole retiring his jersey thing.
He's 5 months, 22 pounds. Jalen Noel went to the Texans. Another wide receiver off the board. Baby's doing super well. That's awesome. 22 pounds. That's good. That's good.
Man, you better sleep train that baby, Jay. It's the best thing you'll ever do in your life.
Southern Fried Gentleman's got a 5-year-old, and he still looks like he's got bags under his eyes.
I got a 5 and an almost 4.
There you go. And he still looks like he hasn't had a sleep pattern.
That they do. I don't.
So far, happy with the Steelers and Panthers drafts. Go ahead, JD. Go ahead. You take that question.
Well, I don't know how you feel about your Steelers draft so far, but
hey,
no, I'm not happy.
I'm happy. Hey, he's got that wall. That guy that we got, he's a nice solid pick for our defense. So he'll fit nice in our defensive line. Only
I
picked
do.
once.
I like that they address. I do like that they address defense with that second pick, but unless McMillan comes in his rookie year and has
Justin Wally went
8
to the Colts.
touchdowns, 900 yards, I can't say that I'm very happy with it. He's going to have to way over exceed expectations for me to be happy with it.
My arm is 98% good, so it's getting there. I still have like little black mark from it, but still good.
I always suffer from a bruised ego.
Is all tan. It's what happens when you work outside. I work outside, that's what happens. Just waiting. Just 2 more picks, and then the Steelers make the pick. Will Shador go to the Steelers? Will Will Howard go to the Steelers? Will another quarterback be chosen off the board? Will Jalen Milroy be chosen off the Steelers board? There's not that many. Only one quarterback so far.
2.
Tyler Shuck, I guess his name is.
Oh, 3. But yeah, 1 today. Yeah.
That's what I mean. 1 came off the board today.
Right. There's only been 3 total, right?
I used to work at a lumber mill, pay for college, outside, pulling on a chain. You're good. You're good.
No pun intended, right, Jay?
Dylan Fairchild. Cincinnati Bengals got Fairchild. Tennessee, and then we'll find out who the Steelers pick at 83. You're good, Jay. You're good. I don't take offense of what you say. You're good.
No, he was talking about what I said about no
Yeah,
pun intended. Yeah.
Oh, I know. I get it.
On the Lions draft.
Lions are picking up nice picks. I forgot about Darius Alexander for the Giants at 65. That's another pickup the Giants got. Tennessee just got their pick in.
I think the Lions have done well. The Lions have done well with their draft. My biggest question for them going into next year is going to be replacing the coordinators. Losing both your offensive and defensive coordinator. They draft well. I have no issue with what their roster will look like. And we all know Dan Campbell is Dan Campbell.
Yeah, exactly. He's going to be a football genius or something.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm just really interested to see what
he's out drafting. He's out drafting Tomlin.
I don't know if they come back to earth, Jay. I think they're in it. I think they're in it still. I mean, Green Bay obviously getting better. Who knows what Minnesota's going to be though at this point with JJ McCarthy. And then
you like Golden? You like Golden going to the Packers?
Oh yeah, absolutely. They finally drafted a wide receiver in the first round for the first time in 23 years or whatever it was.
Last night, Candy said that Aaron Rodgers been trying to get a wide receiver in the draft, and they never did. Aaron Rodgers is off the Packers, and they finally drafted a wide receiver.
Yeah,
that's just funny though.
That shows how they felt about Aaron Rodgers versus Jordan Love.
Yep. Let's give Jordan some help. Okay.
Maybe they
Titans.
thought maybe it's a compliment, Aaron Rodgers. Maybe they thought you were so good you didn't need any help.
Don't know. Where does
Jay,
Rodgers end up?
I've long said he ends up on the couch.
Yep.
I've said it for weeks.
It's been dragging on this long. He keeps going to Vermont. He just got a dog. Who cares? I can go out and get a dog, and I could go on YouTube and hold the thing up and, hey, here's my new puppy. Oh, who cares? I could do the same thing with Aaron. Oh, I'm in a relationship now. Here's my dog. Oh, who cares? It's a dog.
Well, and he also said,
congratulations, you end up in the pound. Why don't you stay there?
Yeah, I mean, Aaron also said he had a ton of stuff going on in his personal life with friends and this, that, and another. And my whole thing about it is, yeah, don't we all? Yeah. Jay talking about his newborn. You broke your arm. My wife got stuck in Pittsburgh a few weeks ago on her flight back from Boston. Had to stay over, or no, excuse me, Philadelphia, not Pittsburgh, Philadelphia.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, she was gone. She had 47 minutes between flights.
And yet none of us went in a dark room and meditated.
Exactly. You know what we did? We woke up and we dealt with real life the next day. And so what if you got a dog, Aaron? I'm sure you got the money to put it in a kennel. So, or pay somebody to come pick up the poop, man. Like
Jay's dying.
I am so over Aaron Rodgers. I am so over it.
Here we go.
Here, I tell you. Here's a question, Pinsman.
Go ahead.
Were you more over?
Hold on. They just Tennessee just got Kevin Winston Jr. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Were you more over where Aaron Rodgers might go or NFL mock drafts?
Mock draft.
Mock drafts?
Yeah. Look at these highlights. Look at these highlights. Right? Kevin Winston Jr. is solid. And you won't see any pass interference calls or anything on the highlights. Look at that. Bam!
I'm still seeing pictures at the moment. Let's see. But yeah, they have not been...
Steelers are on the clock, and they're taking their time. Oh, the pick's in now.
They have not done very well picking the highlights.
We have 5 picks left.
Here's Winston's highlights. Let's see.
Here we go. The pick's in for the Pittsburgh Steelers. We'll see what happens. Boom. Russell Wilson, Fields, Najee Harris, Mike Williams, Dan Moore are out. That's the departures. 6 straight playoff losses, longest streak in team history. Last playoff win, 2016. But we get a winning season. Let's go. Not. Here we go. The selection. Lynn Swann, everybody. Woohoo, Lynn Swann. Here's the selection. Come on. Will Howard, come on. Hopefully.
Drum roll.
I'm gonna lose it.
Just announced the pick already.
I'm gonna lose it. I don't get it. I honestly do not understand this.
Caleb Johnson, running back. Iowa.
I don't understand. What is going on? I feel like you now, man. I feel like you and the Panthers.
Well, I'll tell you what.
The Steelers met with Jalen. They talked to Shedeur.
Maybe they just think they can still get him later.
I was hoping it'd be now. Because I'm busy tomorrow.
I mean, well, You remember the whole narrative though too was Dion won't let Shador or Travis Hunter go to crappy organizations early on in the draft if they didn't like the situation.
I want Detroit to pick Sanders to drop off. Wow.
Mhm.
At this point, you either take him or you pass.
I mean, but apparently that was never even going to be an issue though.
Caleb Johnson is decent running back though. I mean, that's our Najee Harris replacement though.
Yeah, yeah, he looks good.
And there goes Parrish.
Man, it's wild. But yeah, to Cyber earlier, who said I've been having issues with the South Florida Tribune. Everything has gone very well tonight. Jay, appreciate you being here. Appreciate everybody else being here. Pensman, I think I'm about to go ahead and hop off, man. Call it a Friday night. But it's been a blast being here with you guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna get off here, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with that pick. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Nah, you'll be all right. But hey, that's what I was gonna say. One last thing. You mentioned y'all's losing streak in the playoffs.
Looks like it's smooth.
We clown the Steelers for losing all of those playoff games.
New England Patriots just traded.
But I would trade spots
Kansas
with
City.
you. I would trade spots with you as a Panthers fan.
New England just traded with Kansas City.
Yeah, Kansas City's moved around a few times.
At least they haven't had a losing record. Yes, I know. Everybody keeps preaching about that. At least we don't have a losing record. Yay. We suck in the playoffs now, but hey.
Right. Well, I mean, like I said, I would take making the playoffs. Playoffs? You want to talk about playoffs? I mean,
It's gonna be a decade of failure after this coming year.
No, it'll be a decade of failure the minute y'all got to figure out who to replace Mike Tomlin with.
I thought Mike McCarthy would be the person, but we'll see. I don't know.
No, you don't want that smoke either, I don't think.
I don't know.
I mean, he's great in the regular season.
We got to get in the playoffs before we can actually see what he does in the playoffs.
Right.
We got to try something.
Yeah, but I mean, you would trade Mike Tomlin for Mike McCarthy?
Maybe.
Mike McCarthy has been one and done with the Cowboys the last few years.
Look what he's done. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers should take the Oregon's head coach.
Yeah, Dan Lanning. I don't know about that. I don't know either. But yeah, Dan Lanning is a daggum good coach. He is. Ryan Day, for all the smoke he gets, is a good coach. Dabo, for all the smoke he gets, is a good coach. Kirby Smart.
We are down to 4 more options of getting a wide receiver and a quarterback. We got a running back. Now we just need a wide receiver and a quarterback.
Yeah, I don't know how many more trades are going to happen either.
They have 4 more. They can trade up and they got that. Use that. I don't know.
Oh yeah, right. No, I just mean in general though too.
Yeah, they have 4 more picks.
I don't know how many more trades will happen. Which I thought it was really weird that the Eagles and the Chiefs swapped one pick.
Is this the worst quarterback draft ever?
Yes, absolutely, Jay. Yes. Resounding yes.
Oh yeah. Besides Cam Ward, oh yeah.
He said he would have went top 10 last year. Nope.
Well, nope. Worst quarterback draft ever? I don't know. Kenny Pickett and that whole squad, that was pretty bad too.
Yeah, but I mean, it's close.
It's very close. I don't know.
Close.
I can't predict that.
Oh yeah, me neither. None of us can. Who knows? Shador, he might still go on to have a fantastic NFL career if we ever find out who he's going to play for.
I'm not going to be on, but the Steelers have 1 more draft pick tonight, and then they have 2 or 3 tomorrow. So we'll see.
Yep.
I
Well, I'll
might
tell
just
y'all what.
I might just toughen this out and watch the whole thing and see if we get a quarterback tonight.
Right. Well, I'll tell you what, Pensman. I'm gonna let you ride on, my friend, and appreciate you having me on.
I'm getting off here as well. I've been streaming for the last 2.5 hours, so I'm gonna
feel
get going. So I'm gonna get going. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate
Y'all
everybody
make
that went
sure
on.
hit like, subscribe at Southern Fried Sports JD or at JD Wyatt 06 on X. Don't forget South Florida Tribune. Hey Jay, yes. Hey, I did. Dude, I did. I finally tried Bobby's barbecue. One beef rib, y'all, from that restaurant. I'm talking it had like this much meat and about this much bone. One beef rib was $25.
It's legal. It's legal.
It's legit and legal.
It's legit. Yep, it's legit. It's legit.
But I'm telling you, they got like a pulled pork sandwich. Yeah, I got my wife the beef rib. Yeah, it's like $40 for a beef rib. It's like $25 for a pulled pork sandwich.
Crazy.
It's the most expensive barbecue restaurant I've ever seen in my life. But it was good. It was good.
Mel's best availability store, Jared Williams, Xavier Watts, Jalen Milroy, and something black defensive tackle. That's his best availability. 2 quarterbacks. But
yeah,
I appreciate everybody that came on. But I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna toughen through this whole draft and see what they do next pick. So I appreciate everybody, but I'm getting out of here. So everybody have a good night. Have a good weekend. I might be on here tomorrow night and do a draft recap. I'm not sure yet, but just let everybody know.
Yep. We'll figure it all out. I might jump on live tomorrow night. Who knows? But y'all be blessed, not stressed, and just be kind to one another. Dang it.